NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Josh Lambo is set to...
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Goff, and his throw is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
L.A. Rams.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11 now. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and long. It's gone. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return stops at the 39. 9-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. They'll run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
So in this case, you think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Josh Lambo is set to kick.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Patrick Owasor charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. This is intercepted. Picked up by Morgan Brown, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Brings up 4th down, solid coverage by the Bears D. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
2nd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Green. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jones has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Rams nothing. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Jason Pierre-Paul on the stop. No gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Peterson. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Bears 28. Rams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line. On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rams, nothing. Josh Lambo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And 4.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears add on.
For the point after.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Johnson on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
13-yard line.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about